Okay? So on Halachot Yom Tov Bechor, coming Rosh Hashana, we have Suleiman of John, with your permission. We have Halachot of Yom Tov. On Yom Tov, we have concept called Ochel Nefesh. This concept we don't have on Shabbat. That's why few halachot I'm going to say right now. Don't get confused with your knowledge about halachot Shabbat. Or don't link it also to halachot Shabbat. Don't say, oh, if it's allowed on Yom Tov, it's allowed on Shabbat also. No. We have two separate laws between the two. Yes, Jesse?
Nothing to do with this, but subject that...
No, come inside.
You remember we talked about the orange...
Come inside. Get inside.
Yeah. The bugs on the orange.
We took it out of... But the people asking me if this is because of...
Bugs.
חתיכות בפנים, או יש אחד חלק ויש אחד חתיכות.
This I don't know. You have to ask Rabbi Gadai. I don't know. I'll send you his number. I don't know which one exactly. Text me, I'll answer you back the number.
The number or the answer?
The number. This way you have more questions of kashrut, you ask him. Gadai, yeah. He's from Brooklyn. Okay? Now, comes Halakha and says Bechor, on Yom Tov, we're not allowed, on Shabbat, we're not allowed to squeeze oranges, right? Not allowed to squeeze different juices on Shabbat. What about Yom Tov? I have news for you. Says Halakha, the same laws applies to Yom Tov. Shabbat and Yom Tov, both of them, you're not allowed to squeeze. Like Shabbat, you're not allowed to, so to on Yom Tov, you're not allowed to. Yesh be'esh, you're allowed to turn on fire. But you're not allowed to squeeze chita to do on Yom Tov. It's as you're not allowed to do on Shabbat. Even though you have ochel nefesh concept. Anything I'm allowed to. So says the Gemara in Yerushalmi, only from the stage of kneading a dough and on. What do you do after you knead a dough? You make a tzesta. What do? You make klash, you take flour and water, and you mix it. This is allowed on Yom Tov. You're turning on a fire in order to make the oven hot, from fire to fire. You're allowed to do it on Yom Tov. To put it inside the oven, which is you baking. On Shabbat, you're not allowed to bake. On Yom Tov, you're allowed to do. Then you have to take it out. It's called ridiyat apat, with a special shovel. On Shabbat, you're not allowed to do that. On Yom Tov, you're allowed to. So any step that needed for the baking of the dough past kneading, that's allowed. But when do we have the squeezing, which is crushing the dough, the wheat kernels, before kneading? До того, что чисто делаешь, ты уже это делаешь, right? Crushing the kernels of the wheat. So crushing is equal to squeezing. And squeezing is not allowed to be done on Shabbat, neither bechor on Yom Tov. Clear? Very good. Continue the Gemara, the Torah says. Yeah, not allowed to. Ochel nefesh, yeah, not allowed to. Doesn't matter. He has to squeeze it before. Not all ochel nefesh it's allowed. That's what I'm trying to say. A person, for example, right now wants to eat an apple. He wants to eat an apple. Eating an apple, I don't need Ashkenazim. Everybody, all Jewish people eat apple, right? Not only Ashkenazim. Can I pick apple from the tree on Yom Tov?
No.
But Yom Tov, ochel nefesh. So from which stage do we say ochel nefesh and we give you easy pass? From the kneading. It's called lash. From lisha enon.
You're allowed to bake on Yom Tov?
Yeah. My mother bakes on Yom Tov, every Yom Tov. The bread comes out delicious. Hot, fresh bread. The dish. Problem is, Bechor, my mother, every Rosh Hashana, Yom Tov, whatever it is, she makes challah on the holiday.
What do you mean?
On the holiday, she makes challah. On Yom Tov. You come to after the prayer to from the Knesset, the challah is freshly baked. Why? This is Gan Eden, Bechor.
Right.
Nastayashi Gan Eden.
Eat that with butter.
The problem is, in Miami, in the place she lives, there is no gas. So she cannot do from fire to fire. She has electricity. But it's too hot. You have to put the oven very high in order to bake. So what do? Could be even dangerous. I think also not only dangerous. Also, I think the valve shuts it off after a long time. Oh, so on Yom Tov, she's looking for a goya to come turn on the oven. Can you turn on an oven by a goy on Yom Tov?
It's electrical.
Huh?
Electrical.
So, Bechor, turn on a fire on Shabbat. Asur by Torah or the Rabbanan? Shabbat. Torah. On Yom Tov? Rabbanan. You remember this equation? You tell a goy to do Isur de Rabbanan for sake of mitzvah. Mutar. That's called Shvut. Shvut b'makom mitzvah. So since she wants to bake challah for Yom Tov, no problem. But she needs to turn on the fire. Fire near to. What to do? Electricity. She cannot do it. She cannot do from fire to fire by electricity. It doesn't work. One person told her, put it on the lowest number, and when it comes to the Yom Tov, make it higher. So that's not true. By electricity, increasing the valve from 100, let's say, to 300 degrees, it's not 100 plus 200. You know what you're doing? Whenever you're changing the button from 100 to 300, you're canceling a circle of 100 and you're making a new circle of 300.
That's what now.
That's how electricity works.
Yeah.
You're breaking a circuit of 100. You're making a new circuit of 300. By gas, it's not like that. By gas, when I have the gas on number 1, when I put it on number 8, the gas valve is the same number 1 plus 7. It comes to 8. The 1 is still there. However, by electricity, it doesn't work like that. That's why Rav Yosef rules, you're not allowed to add electricity on Yom Tov from lower number to a higher number. It doesn't count like Me'eshlesh. So what do, Yaakov? You can ask a goy.
Right.
Now, Bechor, can you ask the goy directly or you need to hint to him?
No, directly.
Not directly.
Says Rav directly.
You pay money, sell.
No money, no money.
No, I'm saying. You say this time you coming.
Don't need that. You find a guy in the street. You're coming to him and say, listen, I need you to turn on an oven for me right now.
Can the guy turn it off
Just
also?
say yes, because.
Huh?
Can the guy turn it off also after?
Yeah, because it's a fire hazard.
And also, it's not actual fire.
It's a fire hazard. It can be harmful.
Yeah, but it's electric. They're turning off electric.
Yeah.
Last
So
gas is
it's easier.
Моя хата с края, да, говорите?
Да.
My-
Как вы все не говорите мне?
Is it considered Pat Israel though?
Рано 3 месяца приготовьте. Еду,
ערב
питье.
מראה איפה אתה?
Я один банк
נעשה
работаю.
השגחה במסע.
Я одна три валюта работать не будет. 3 месяца. Приготовьте.
So the reason that you could tell the guy to turn off your electric on because it's electric.
Right. So now question. Hagai, question. A person forgot his lighter. Not forgot, sorry. He put a candle to light cigarette, me'esh leish.
Yeah.
Suddenly, he turned off. No, gam kines.
He forgot his light.
He not forgot, the candle turned off. Now he wants to smoke. 2 days Rosh Hashana, what can he do?
Good.
Can you tell the goy, take this lighter
Yeah.
and light for me the cigarette?
Yeah. Easy.
Why? But you're turning on a new fire. No me'esh leish.
It's not you.
To turn on a new fire. Doraita or the Rabbanan? Rabbanan. On Shabbat? Doraita. On Shabbat, not allowed
Talking
to.
about Shabbat. Shabbat
On
not
Yom
allowed.
Tov, you're allowed to. But that's Rabotai only if you have a big need for the cigarette. Other than that, you should not be lenient.
You know, we have people that in Shabbat, they're sitting down, they're waiting, they're counting
You've said
any second.
I
to
understand,
go-
I understand.
Go smoke is, so it's big need.
So on Rosh Hashanah, there's different smokers. There's smokers that they smoke, not heavy smokers. There is the light smokers. So the light smokers try to avoid, especially I told you, Bechor, between Rosh Hashanah to Kippur, if you don't smoke, it's like you didn't smoke all your
I
life.
was gonna.
Upon you what I said. Very, very strong. Take nose, do whatever you want. Don't take cigarettes.
He quit.
Baruch Hashem. What? I didn't want to naучиться. Oh, somebody asked me, can you text me this? Text me this, please.
No.
Can you take nos on Kippur? They asked me. I didn't look into it. I just saw him. I remembered the question. On Shabbat, somebody asked me, can he take nos on Kippur?
What's no?
They put tobacco in their mouth
Oh, you're tasting the flavor?
on Yom Kippur.
That's the flavor.
Каждый.
Reading the flavor.
You have to, yeah?
It's flavor. Reading flavor.
זה באמת בתוך זה? The chicken sting? It tastes like that? Okay. Next. Rabbi Say, be serious, please. You texted me? Very good, thank you. Next. Hagai John? בסדר, but он любит, когда мы здесь это смеемся, он злится, не надо. Next. Tchina. Not allowed on Yom Tov to grind unless it's gonna change the taste. For example, if a person has right now coffee, can I, or let's say something more practical. If I have black pepper, Hagai John, второй раз, пожалуйста, главное за If a person has black pepper and he has that crusher, fresh black pepper crushed versus the one that you bought from the store, is there a difference in the taste or no? Something that is mafik ta'am, something that the taste changes, says Rav Ovadia Yosef, you're allowed to crush it with the crusher on Yom Tov, no problem. But not with a commercial crusher. Let's say a person has a restaurant. And he goes right now on Yom Tov, Rabbi said, mutar, me'ochel nefesh. He goes commercial restaurant, commercial crusher, that's already not allowed.
What's the difference between commercial crusher
But
and
in the, no, if it's not in the electrical, there's one that they are menu. If it's an individual, small, for home usage, okay. Big usage, commercial usage, not okay. That's halakha. But something that does not change taste, for example, salt. If you have salt that was crushed a week ago or salt that was crushed on the spot, taste is different or no?
Also in
Salt?
Yes, it has also different taste. Yeah. Yeah, you have the pink salt, you have the
No,
white
no,
salt.
not pink salt.
Yeah, you're gonna take the pink salt and you're gonna crush it's different taste.
No. Hagai John, we're not talking pink versus white. We're talking about the same white that was crushed a week ago and the same white that was crushed a second ago. Same white. Same taste or no?
No, it's not gonna be the same.
No?
It's gonna be better. It's gonna be better taste. because
Shulchan Aruch
it's,
says it's the same taste. Maybe in the Shulchan Aruch taste days was a different salt.
It's gonna be better taste.
I'm not sure. You sure about it? Ask GPT.
It's gonna be better.
Ask him. Let's see what he says. Because Shulchan Aruch says this not allowed to crush regularly because it doesn't change the taste. Ask a day before. Because Shulchan Aruch says he could have done it before Yom Tov.
Day before is not gonna be. Day before is not.
Black pepper, day before.
It's depend again also in black pepper. Black pepper, if you're gonna take the nice black pepper and you're gonna crush it on the spot, it tastes better. It has all
What
the
if I do it
spices
24
come
days
out.
ago, 24 hours
The
ago?
same thing if you're gonna take
24 hours ago, black pepper is going to change or not?
It's gonna be
It's going to change. So that's a black pepper, you know.
It's the fact-
Мне очень тяжело, я не могу так. Я встану и иду, I'm serious. Или ему надо успокоить, или это надо успокоить. It's not going to work like that.
So what are you gonna do with the? Let's say you have basil or mint leaves, dry. Now, when you're taking the leaves and you crush it, it's gonna give you good taste and good smell.
Yeah.
On the spot when you crush it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Why
Something
fine?
that is on the spot going to give you good taste.
So how's that fine with the paper?
No, the salt, if I crush it before Yom Tov, the salt. And on Yom Tov, I'll crush it. The change in the taste will happen or no? Salt. No. That's why you're not allowed to crush with salt crusher on Yom Tov regularly. You have to do shinui.
Okay.
Let's say you put it on a bowl regularly when you crush, now put it on a plate. Let's say you do it when the bowl is regular, now you put it on a tilt. Make a shinui
Yeah.
on salt. But on black pepper, since if I will make 24-hour pass on it, the taste is gonna change. If the taste is gonna change,
Allowed to do it.
then I'm allowed to do it on Yom Tov regularly
Okay, so
with homemade tools, not with commercial tools. Clear?
Nice.
Amir, you got it?
אז זה ככה אפשר לטחון.
I'm making things very clear.
so black pepper you can ground it.
Salt doesn't fade taste. The pepper does fade the taste.
That's what he says?
Yeah.
After how many hours?
So I wrote after 25 hours. What's the difference? The salt is not really different.
Salt doesn't change the taste. GPT says 25 hours doesn't change the taste.
24 hours there, but if 1 week, yes, it's gonna change.
Ask him 1 week.
So if that's the case, we can ground black pepper.
Black pepper on Yom Tov with a crusher, homemade crusher, no problem.
But we learned this one is
That-
more. This one is what is muktzah.
Without change. The chidush is
Without change.
Doesn't
But
matter.
not on
Without change.
Shabbat. But
the
not on
chidush is
Shabbat.
without a change.
Change what? I'm not changing.
Without a change, you're allowed to. לא צריך שינוי.
לא צריך.
Yeah, it's still allowed.
So on Shabbat, if there's one
למה
change,
הוא
we'll be
מוקצה
allowed.
On Shabbat, no, forget about on Shabbat. We're not saying
אנחנו
Shabbat.
אמרנו זה לא משתמשים בזה בשבת.
But Shabbat not allowed to. We're saying right now Yom Tov.
למה לומדים שחור?
בסדר? Next.
יום טוב.
Good one.
No change.
No change. 1 week of salt. Rabbi Isai, I have news for you. Doesn't change the taste. That's what GPT says. Okay? That's what Shulchan Aruch says. I was thinking maybe Shulchan Aruch had a different salt than us. Because you guys in the kitchen, I was thinking maybe you know. So he says, GPT says there is no change. 1 week, salt crush, doesn't change the taste from a... That's why Shulchan Aruch says salt,
Big salt.
you need to have, if you want to crush it with a special crusher, you're allowed. But you have to make a shinui. You have to make a change. Put it in a bowl, put it in instead of a plate, or put it in place, or whatever you do it differently.
Alright, next.
Next.
After salt. אז זהו סalt.
לחתוך סלט דגדג. Yeah, Jesse, אתה איתנו? If a person right now wants to cut salad, not for immediate purpose. Usually on Shabbat, whenever we cut small salad, what do we say? It has to be eaten immediately, 30 minutes.
And if you can swallow.
Right now.
And if you can swallow.
The size, right. Let's say I make it small, to the point I can
What's the
swallow.
Hebrew term for it? The dice?
Dagdag.
No, the dicing.
Dagdag, that's what it's called. Very small. Tochen.
טוחן.
Yeah. Tochen on Shabbat, asur. Unless you'll do it within 30 minutes with not special tools. However, on Yom Tov, we have a special leniency. Tochen grinding. Maida kala. If a person has right now, let's say likes Israeli salad. Malinki, small. On Shabbat, we tell him, what time you sitting with your family? 12 o'clock, 12:30, let's say. How early can your wife make the salad?
Half an hour.
Half an hour before that. What about Yom Tov?
Right now.
No problem.
As long as you're gonna eat it the whole Yom Tov.
Yeah, the same thing.
You're going to your guest Bechor at 5 p.m.
Yeah, but the same thing. with-
Your wife woke up at 9 a.m. She wants to make salad. At 9 a.m. she wants to make salad. You ask her, Jonah, 9 a.m. Что ты делаешь? Я приготавливаюсь. For what? 5 p.m. we're gonna go to my sister home. I don't want to come with empty hands. Can she prepare at 9 a.m.? Bechor, I'm talking to you and serve it at 5 p.m.?
Yes, it's the same thing with the okra. What's the problem?
On Yom Tov, it's allowed. Okay, next.
So Shabbat 30 minutes before Yom Tov, the whole holiday. But that the holiday. The
That,
first day.
that
also.
first day. Bechor, can you prepare it from first day of the holiday and eat it on the second day of the holiday?
No.
Not allowed.
You prepare it right now.
Very
Prepare
good.
it right now. That's it.
No, that's on Shabbat right now. On Yom Tov, the whole Yom Tov you have, 24 hours. But to the next Yom Tov, not allowed to. Got it?
2 days Rosh Hashana. 2 Yom Tov.
Yeah.
Wow.
The first day, you're allowed for the first day. And on the second day, you're allowed for the second day.
That's one.
But not from the first to the second. שלום ג'ו? איפה אתה? הכל בסדר?
Morning, Jonah.
Didn't see him long time. New chairs for you.
Kohen, Levi, Israel.
Very good. Next. מותר לדוך תבלין ביום טוב במדוחה כדרכם שהרים ידוך אותם ערב. Okay, we spoke about that. בורר. Now בורר. On Yom Tov, on Shabbat, what's the rule? When you have onions inside salat, you don't like the onions. What do you have to take out? Tomato, cucumbers, onions. You don't like the onions. What do you have to take out?
Cucumber and onions. What is easier?
On Shabbat, what do you have to take out? Whatever you want to. Do you want the cucumber? Yeah. Rabbi, it's much easier for me just to take a few onions out and that's it. It's spakoina, the regular. I don't have to dig through every time. What do we say Shabbat? You have to take the good out of the bed.
Only if you eat now. Only if you
And eat it now. On Yom Tov, the other way around. You have to take not the good out of the bed.
The bed out of
You have to take the bed out of the good if it's easier. Because to do borer, you're allowed on Yom Tov because ochel nefesh. You're not allowed to toil extra on Yom Tov for no reason. So therefore we tell it, take out whatever is easier for you. I'm doing borer. You have ochel nefesh easy pass. The ace card. Called ochel nefesh.
only for the ochel nefesh.
Yeah.
But everything else, we cannot do the remove the bad out of it.
Right.
Like you want to go to books,
You're right.
same thing.
Yeah.
Remove the good
Yeah.
out of it.
Yeah. Okay, next. לשון הרע סקרים או לשון הרע גברים? Okay. Next. Bechor, about fire. Number 1, can you put the number 8? Fire.
Yes.
And Yom Tov, yes.
Yom Tov. Can you lower from number 8 to number 1?
Yes.
No.
Why not?
We are allowed only to lower the fire if that's the way to cook that food. Example. Right now you're making rice. What number do you make simmering? You know what simmering is? Dam dodan.
Very low, number one.
Very good. Simmering. Simmering the rice. If right now would not be Yom Tov, what would you make with the fire? From number 8, if you cook rice.
It is not Yom Tov?
If not Yom Tov, regular day, Yom Chol. What would you do? You lower it to number 1. That's the way to cook it. However, what if you right now want to make French fries, Bechor? Johnny Shmo, French fries. On Yom Tov, your wife wants to make for you French fries.
You have to increase the fire.
From number 1, it was, you put it in number 8. You put the French fries, palakas, oil, put it inside. You finish cooking. If it would be Yom Chol, regular day, what would you do to the fire, Yaakov? Off. Can I say, Rabbi, I'm putting it on number 1 on Yom Tov for it not to burn. This is 100% shekit. Because you never do that during the week. And saying, let's put it in 1, not to burn.
It's the bed, Rabbi. No. It's the bed.
Yaakov, you understand or no?
In restaurant, lowering the fire.
I think the chairs became too comfortable.
If you have something to do, to cook, you
בסדר, אבל פה
cook.
מדברים על החומר שמובא בבית.
Following or no, Yaakov? Can you lower the fire from number 8 to number 1 for French fries or no?
If you, well, no, only if you need to. This,
I don't need, I say I need. Nobody lowers the fire of French fries from number 8 to number 1 for purpose of cooking.
No, it's not purposeful. It's to keep the oil hot.
So is there a way out or no?
But what about if you're keeping the oil
Bechor,
hot?
is there a way out or no?
there is.
What's the way
No,
out?
it's way out. You're taking the pot out and you're closing. That's it.
Not allowed to. You're turning off a fire. Asur b'Shabbat b'Yom Tov to turn off a fire.
How grease
Lower it.
castrol.
What do you do with the fire? Ubra.
You lower it.
Number 8. It's too big. All 48 hours is going to be like this. If one paper is going to fly on that, Habibi Kaddish al Israel on the entire house.
So you're taking the pot out. You're lowering the fire.
How are you lowering the fire? What's your justification?
Nizaga
Not allowed
lower
to.
fire.
Says Rav Ovadia, I gave a solution for you. I'll give you. Rav Olitzon brings it. It says that never works. Never works. The water thing that Gashe is, it never does it. I tried it a few times, never worked. So there's another solution. First of all, there is right now Bechor gas timer. Install that. It's a manual gas timer. It's very easy, comfortable. I used to have it in the apartment I used to live in Forest Hills. My wife used to give me every time Yisheberach just for that. Every time, because before it was dirty sar with that fire. After I've installed that for her, so goshtinj gas timer. Stavish 3 часа, 2 часа, час from the beginning. You do. He allows the valve, allows the gas for the next half an hour, 1 hour. You can put it. You can install it. You can bring a plumber, do it. But yeah, do it. A certified plumber. I said Shabbat. I said Yom Tov. Now, Bechor, what if a person doesn't have that? Solution number 2 is you take off the oil for the French fry, take it off. You put instead water with the pot. Listen to the end. You're boiling the water. You say, I wanted to make chai with that. I want to make chai with that. Then, after it's boiling, number 8, half an hour, I don't know, 20 minutes, it's going to start boiling. Yeah. Then you say, listen, if I'm going to continue let it boil, I'm going to lose all the water. So now I want to keep it warm. So I'm lowering to number 1, number 2, whatever the number will keep it warm. So throughout the Yom Tov, I will have a warm water. But this trick only works if you're going to use that water.
Yeah, tea, make it tea.
One person came to me. He said, Rabbi, this trick doesn't work. Why? You say, I need this water. You have samavar. Samavar is full 100 cups of hot water. Why are you cooking this water?
What you did, but you still have the water lower. The fire still on.
The fire is on. It's going to be regardless on. It's just going to be lower.
Yeah, makes sense.
The idea was to put it on number 1, number 2. No, nobody would allow you to turn off the fire. There is no way around. Say there, Goy, something else. I'm not saying Goy, I'm saying Yehudi. There is no way Yehudi can turn off the fire on Yom Tov. But there is a way to lower the fire in a kosher way. Now, somebody comes to me. Jesse, somebody came to me. He said, Rabbi, why you cooking this water? You have some avar, 100 cups of water. So what do you say? I need this water. It's a trick. So, Behemet, I didn't know what to tell him.
You want to shower with me?
Then, no, you cannot. Then then I looked into it. To make chai and coffee with water that was cooked on the fire, it's tastier than the water that came from Samavar.
Yes.
Any person that understands in it, he'll tell it's true. So it comes out, am I allowed to crush the pepper with a crusher on Yom Tov? Or I have to take the crushed pepper from yesterday, before Yom Tov? Am I allowed or no yet? Why? But that's a black pepper also. That's better taste of black pepper.
Yes.
What do we learn? That ochel nefesh is not only if I'm hungry versus I have food. Ochel nefesh, even if I'm improving my food, it's also considered to be a permission of ochel
He's
nefesh.
gonna drink the hot water only from the samovar anyway.
No, that's what I said.
No.
If you're doing that trick, it must be done
So he has to take some
with
of that.
that water. You have
So
to
he
make
has
the
to
coffee.
take some of that for
Make
his
yourself
Yeah.
a cup of tea. That's it.
Not only once. Throughout the Yom Tov, you have to enjoy that hot
coffee. You
water.
don't need a pot for one
But at
cup.
least.
Коину, там 47, пожалуйста, закройте, пока я не закрыл его. Когда коин есть, все коины, все отвечают. Бет Амикдаш, Israel make mistake, Levi make mistake, Kohen make mistake. Who get Papashke? Вот ваш ответ.
I love you.
There is no way to turn it off, even Bishinoi does not.
А?
Okay? Turn off Bishinoi.
Можете подчеркнуть, что он олень.
Turn off Bishinoi, not allowed either.
That's not something the public should know. О, на 48-й поехал, Барух Хашем. На 48-й пришел сейчас.
Номер 47, президент.
Very good. Next.
מדליק את האש כבר מותר. מאש לאש, אתה מדליק את האש, מה זה משנה?
Okay.
אתה לוקח את הגפרור, אתה מדליק.
Question right now like this. Where did we learn? No, Aboy said, don't talk, please. You don't have a private class here. Listen to this, Jesse. If I right now have, where do we learn that you're allowed to lower the fire if it's for the sake of cooking? Where do we know it from? Chazal only allowed us me'esh le'esh to turn on. We never saw me'esh le'esh to lower it. Where we got that leniency? Says Rav Ovadia Yosef, Shulchan Aruch, the Gemara says, Masechet Betzah, something close. He says, you know, back in the day, Bechor, how they used to make steak? All of them had mangal, or some people used to put the steak on the coals. So you have right now the coal was on this level. By you putting the steak, what are you doing? You're lowering it. You're not killing it. The steak is still on. The coal is still on, but it's not as hot anymore because of the liquidy meat that goes on top of it. So that's called bisra agumre. The Gemara Lashon is they used to put basar on top of the coals, and whenever you put it straight, priam na ugel. What are you doing to the ugel? Lowering it. So says the Gemara, it's allowed. Why? Because that's the way to cook it. Says Rav Ovadia Yosef. What do we learn from here? When are you allowed to lower the fire? Only whenever? That's the way to cook it. A person cannot finish the steak and then say, Rabbi, I don't want it to burn. Let me turn off some water over here. Because I don't want it to burn. Take it off. You understand? So this trick that people say, I don't want it to burn,
Try to see how this thing come after.
it's a not kosher trick.
Yeah, but I
Some
think
tricks are kosher. This one is not kosher.
Rabbi,
Yes, Jonah.
what's the difference if on Shabbat?
Yeah.
On Shabbat, you're not allowed to turn on the fire.
On and off, so on Shabbat and also on Yom Tov.
Not allowed to turn on.
On or off, Jonah. Again, not only on or off. On or off.
On and
Shabbat.
off.
Yeah.
Yom Tov, you're allowed to cook the food.
Nachon. To cook the food.
Today is many times happened. It's got fire.
What got fire?
Houses burn houses.
Lo alenu.
Houses.
You're right.
So why need to play with this? There's not enough reason to turn off this. If Torah allowed me to cook. On Yom Tov from edge to edge, doesn't matter. You allowed to cook. So why need to put my situation on the time that Chas v'Chalila can something happen?
Why should something happen? Why you said
Okay,
this?
well, how many times it happened?
No, if you are careful, why should be happening? How many houses, Baruch Hashem, throughout all of Israel are on Yomim
One
Tovim?
has happened.
One could happen, yeah?
So that's it. One is not enough.
No, one is not enough. It has to be at least 10%. Common problem. It's called miuta matzui. Now one time, sometimes people, he found a bug inside a cucumber. So, cucumbers are infested. Now everybody have to check cucumber.
Why-
Doesn't work like that.
Why on the?
It has to be a common problem.
Hanukkah,
10%.
Everyone now saying, listen, have to be careful with the oil. Have to be careful because many times already happened that the house got burned.
Okay, be careful. Nobody said don't be careful.
Same situation.
We said be careful. We told you the way how to be careful also. Put the cold water on top of it, on the pot, and, and make the water boil, and then you lower it in order for the fire, not because you want to save the fire situation. You don't want the house to be on, not because of that. Because I want the water not to evaporate. So your justification is, I want to keep hot water throughout the whole Yom Tov. Not right now everything is going to evaporate.
What about the instinct that you cooking every day, you're doing the same the same thing, your hand automatically already on off doing like,
So what you're asking, if a person
Like you
by
have
mistake turn it off?
not by mistake, I'm not saying mistake.
Ah.
I'm saying that you're cooking now 3 dishes. You have over here oil, you have over here this, and you have family, Baruch Hashem, 10, 15 people over there.
Okay.
So you have to cook 3, 4 things in one shot you're doing.
So what's your question?
So on Yom Tov, you already doing automatically stuff that you're doing every day.
So what is your question, Hagar?
Lowering, closing.
What do you want to do? You want to lower it?
You need to lower.
For what purpose? For the cooking? Or to save the money? Or to save a fire? What is your kavanah? In order to lower the fire for what?
No, I did by mistake.
So by mistake?
I did automatically.
Okay, so you make avera by mistake. What can we do? A person woke up in the middle of the night and Shabbat, he turned on the light in the restroom. By mistake. He didn't intend, but it happened.
Why is not? Why is Rabbanim?
Avera, не специальная avera. Lower level. Shogeg. But it's still avera.
So why Rabbanim in this case not giving any solution to turn back the light, the fire?
I'm not sure what you're asking. You understood him?
Why in this case? You can't give any solution to turn off the light.
I told you the solution. Two solutions I gave
Yeah,
you.
but this
Now
is-
one, two I gave you.
Bring this one or bring the water.
One is install gas timer.
I understand. No.
Do you have a timer on your electricity?
Yeah.
When you bought the house, there was no timer. You put a timer. Same thing over here. You bought the kitchen without a timer. You put a timer. Not a big deal. Few $100, you finish the problem for the rest of your holidays, for decades. I used to have it in the forest. It was тоже, помните это? Timer. Еще есть? Кайф. It's very comfortable. Gas timer. And in the house right now, they don't have gas there. It's electricity. That is you have to put it. I don't know if you know. Yeah.
What's the name of that piece? Basra on the coals, putting the meat on the coals.
Basra Agumri.
Вы что, с пайпа берете, откуда газ выходит?
Hagumri.
Agumri. Yeah. Next. Okay.
Куда вы ставите, куда вы его соединяете? Вот газ.
Tomorrow Slichot. How are you gonna go so early?
Выходит труба.
He's gonna have to wake up. Slichot tomorrow. Asur levashel legoy. Aboy say, you're not allowed to welcome goy to your home on Yom Tov and cook for him. Nilza.
Cook for who?
For the goy.
Why I have to cook for him?
You have right now, you calling, you say, listen, your neighbor, Uzbek, goy, and you say, come, we have a holiday, sit with us. Some people come back to Uzbekistan. The same story. Рабай со шляпой пришел.
Вот что он имеет.
No, we need to know halachot. Это другое на место. Спокойно.
Are you talking about especially on Rosh Hashana or just any other holiday?
Any holiday, we're not allowed to welcome goyim on Yom Tov to our home and cook for them. Mumkin is. By himself. Goy does goy. I'm not allowed to cook for him. Goy сам себе будет делать. Один гой, второй гой делать. Окей? Кoriamo мачкордора. We're saying Jew not allowed to.
He hired Goy to cook for him. At the same time, he cooked for him.
But goy cannot cook for you. Asur. No, Yaakov, you have to mix it. Okay, בסדר. Okay?
30% он должен делать сам.
Yes.
Why
Еврей должен сам сделать.
30%.
Да.
Да.
The rest goy, okay? בסדר? Yeah, no problem. And that goy is going to cook for Yaakov. And that goy that you hire to cook for you is going to cook for another goy that came guest. Okay? But if you don't have a goy, you, your wife, your children, and you want to bring your friend from work, your partner. You say, John, Shabbat, это Rosh Hashana, Новый год, еврейский Новый год, come sit with us. So right now, halakha says, not allowed to cook for a goy on Yom Tov. If a Yehudi mechalel Shabbat, специально, you tell him asur to do it. You want to break Shabbat behind the wall, not outside, everybody see you. You want to smoke? Smoke in the restroom, smoke inside the house, smoke in a hidden place. Don't make publicly. There's two levels, Rabotai, two levels of people that cannot keep Shabbat. One that doesn't keep Shabbat, Dom Kerevsky. Outside по телефону, сигарета, машина, public. This shows everybody, I don't care. Это нельзя. Это большой грех, ты считайся как гой. No, if a person breaks Shabbat, ему тяжело, не курить, на телефон, тяжело, тихо-тихо придет. Meanwhile, he breaks the Shabbat hiddenly. Is he a Jew or is he a goy?
He's a Jew.
Jew.
Потому что у него стыд есть.
Когда бесстыдно это делаешь,
Бессовестно.
это как гой стал. Now you could break it, but if a person already has to break it, he breaks it. Со совестью אחד אומרים. Would have care about others.
И на паблик.
3 раза уже сказал, что мне делать? Next. If you have a home attendant, Bechor, home attendant, can you cook for her or no? Home attendant. Babulia has a home attendant. Can you cook for your home attendant? Goya.
Yes.
Says halakha allowed. Goya.
Amaten.
Why? It says the problem is to welcome goyim that they're not here. But if they're already here, I'm not going to tell them, Alio, сегодня Yom Tov, иди голодайся, for 8 hours I cannot cook for you. We don't say that. To welcome the goy, come and eat with me and I'll cook food for you, that's not allowed. But if the goy is already by you before Yom Tov, home attendant for example, then it is allowed. It's a big chidush, people don't know that.
Can she sit in the table with you?
Yeah, better to not to mingle with
А
them.
на Песах может сидеть гой на засаде.
By halakha, it's allowed, just better not to. But let's say, Bechor, one time a person asked me, he has his cousin,
Сукот.
yeah, same thing. He has his cousin married to Goya. And he wants to welcome him for Yom Tov, Rosh Hashana, Новый год. Что ему делать? Его жена, дети у него. Это не жена, это Иша его. What can we do? According to Torah, Goyim not allowed to Yehudim to get married.
Они гиюр ведь делают.
Не, без ничего, без гиюр, ничего.
Гиюр, он ничего не соблюдает. Какой гиюр?
Goyinov, can you welcome such a cousin or no?
Yes, if you let him stay somewhere.
So Avad Yosef says that since you want to make him do tshuva, slowly, there's a big chance he's going to end up do tshuva. But you got to be careful that he should not influence your children. This you have to be careful. You have to prepare the children before. You know, my cousin grew up in public school. You guys go to yeshiva. He went to public school. He doesn't know anything. Over there, Goya came to him, he fell for that. He make a big avera, but he doesn't know any better. You guys do not learn from him. До того, что еще этот cousin пошел, you prepare the children. Whenever the children know that this is a bad situation, I'm not allowed to repeat this situation. It's easy. You give vaccine. You know what vaccine is? The kids already know that not to do this mistake. But if you don't prepare the children and you're welcoming your cousin, chas v'shalom, tomorrow a person's child can end up like that. Вот, папа его уважал, папа его приносил, с ним бухал, лахаим бухаим, все нормально. He didn't say anything problem. What people would understand, the children, what would they understand? Можно? Да. So that's you have to prepare the children. Этот мой cousin ошибается. He make children with a goya, it's asur. But he didn't know any better. You cannot judge him. You guys go to yeshiva, you have synagogue, you keep Shabbat, you know Torah. He doesn't know nothing. You cannot judge him and look at it that he's a bad person. But do not learn from his mistake. Because whatever he did is a mistake. And like this, you're going to be able to make tshuva to the cousin, to his wife, and slowly to the children, and bring him back to the Judaism. Baruch Adonai Le'olam, Omen V'Omen, Rabbi Hanania.